Hello guys, it is that time again. It's another commentary for ya. Before I get started here, I just want to give a big shout out to the person's name who I actually looked up this time. His name is Kraycheck. He made the background for me that you see in my channel there, so I want to give a huge thanks to him. It's pretty awesome. I think it fits my personality and my channel pretty well. And you see here already I am winning the psychological warfare. I did tell him to eat babies, and as a result he is nom-nomming. So while you are nom-nomming, it's very tough to micro your probes, but you guys probably noticed that I did upload my unit highlights videos on my new channel, and you're all making fun of me because I did switch the names on accident. No, it was not a bad early April Fool's joke or anything like that. It was just a stupid mistake, and I had to wait until I got off work to actually fix it. But it is fixed now. I'm going to continue that series this week with the Mothership and the Raven, so look forward to that, and look forward to some more games, of course, including this one. But let's get started here. I am Psy in the bottom left corner, and I'm playing against Lancel in the top right, and he is the Protoss. This is the first game I've played today, and Lancel was Lancel was favored. I checked him out after this game, and he's actually ranked 3 in Platinum League, so he's a pretty good player. This is a good game. So I look forward to commentating it and seeing exactly how he got what he did against me. It's actually pretty impressive. It kind of caught me off guard, but I'm just doing my standard 14 pool with my extractor here. Normal build. I'm kind of deciding not to fast expand this game just because I do anticipate some kind of, mid-game, early to mid-game immortal stalker zealot rush, which is what the Toss love to do. So I didn't want to expand. I was just going to pump out lots of zerglings and try to go layer tech to get hydras as well. But we'll see how he responds to that, or rather how he initiates and I respond to him. But he's got a 2-gate already, and look at this, he was actually saving up his chrono boost for his gateways. He didn't even bother using it for his probes, so this is a very, very fast 2-gate rush. In my opinion, what he should have done is just started rallying his zealots right away, but we can see here that he is kind of stockpiling the zealots, and he's going to send them all at me. Send them at me all at once. My overlord's checking out the expansion here. My other overlord was checking for a proxy, and I also get a little bit suspicious. He didn't send any kind of probe scout. So you'll see here, well, earlier actually, I actually sent a drone along the edges here just to make sure he wasn't doing some kind of proxy. But my first 2 lings are out, and I'm going to see what he is up to. He's got 5 zealots, or zealots, as HD calls them, or banshees, as HD calls them. I'm not making fun of him, I just think it's funny way to pronounce it. But I do see his zealots coming at me, and I'm running frantically with those 2 zerglings. I only have 2 zerglings left, and actually I was going to expand, but I decide not to once I see these zealots. So I lied about what I said earlier about not going to expand. But I am struggling to get out a lot of zerglings. I should be placing down some spine crawlers. What am I doing? But there are no spine crawlers inside. Just 2 zerglings, 4 zerglings, and 1 queen. What is he going to do? He can take me out here. 2 of my zerglings are dead. 4 of my zerglings are dead. 2 spine crawlers are going down. But look at what he's doing. He is focusing my spawning pool. I don't know if this is a good idea, but he's allowing me to get a lot of pot shots in with my queen and my lings. But my spawning pool does go down, but not before I'm able to trade several lings here. And also put down 2 spine crawlers, but my broodling's beating him up as well. I'm trying to run my queen. If nothing else works, I do not want to get my queen killed. That is the most important thing. I send my zerglings and my queen at these zealots. I'm not really microing my lings very well to kill these zealots. Look at this, they are all so low at life. I was worried about macroing and getting down a lot of spine crawlers, but 2 of them do go down. That's going to keep my base protected, and I just want to make sure my queen doesn't die. So she doesn't die, but he does get away with 2 zealots with 12 life and 5 life. So I am in the hole now. I had to spend 2 drones on spine crawlers, and I had to rebuild my spawning pool with another one. His probes are looking much better than mine. Let's check out the resources here. The income, rather. We both have 17 harvesters still, so it looks like that early zealot rush of his and not chrono boosting his probes actually, slowed him down a bit. So we are even. I would consider myself to be slightly ahead just because I do have base defenses and I'm able to go lair tech right away. And look at my gas. I have 500 gas stockpiled. So at this point, instead of going hydras, because he did go his zealots, his quick zealot rush, I'm actually considering mutalisks because it's going to be a while before he can transition into any kind of anti-air. He's just now getting a cybernetic score, but he does have 2 geysers, and he is returning to me with those initial 2 weak zealots plus 6 more. But I've got quite a few lings. I've got my 2 base defenses here with my queen, so I don't think these will be a problem to take care of, but I was running out my lings to check out what was going on as usual. And I do see these zealots, and he actually micros the two weak ones around the back. But the bummer was he killed my spawning pool right before my Zergling speed was going to get done, so I have to research that. But looks like as of now he's just going to keep massing these zealots as far as I know. You can look at his base and see he is getting a robotics facility, so he is transitioning into the typical immortal zealot build that Protoss usually go. But my lair is done, and you would expect this to be something other than it actually is. It is a baneling's nest. That's right, I'm not getting a spire just yet or any kind of hydra den. I'm getting a baneling nest because at this point I don't think anything will be cost effective against these zealots except for banelings, and I want to kill them as fast as I can. Uh, it is about halfway done, and so far all I see is these zealots. He is setting his probe out to do something, maybe get some kind of expansion in a hidden location. I can definitely see this expansion here, so I know it's not there. But what is he doing with this probe? I don't know. Okay, it looks like he's going to try to wall me off. He's going to build a pylon around here. I do remember this now, and he is just blocking me out with his zealots at the ramp. I can't even run my Zerglings past him very well. I don't want to risk it. If they get cluster F, around those zealots and get blocked out, I don't want to lose them if I don't need to. I need them for my banelings. So I've got 225 million minerals. That's enough for 9 banelings, but I opt to make just 8 banelings here. That should be enough. You don't want to go overboard. You want to have some Zerglings to finish them off. But if we look here, he is setting his first immortal. Some TOS are just too stuck in their ways that they will just go whatever build they want regardless of what the enemy is doing. Why is he getting an immortal? See, it's just like, okay, I'm TOS, I need to get an immortal next, but he shouldn't be doing that. And now I'm going to send my banelings at him. I don't want to waste them on the immortal, so I'm not going to target the immortal. And they get some good, amazing splash damage on those zealots. I'm able to surround the immortal with my remaining lings, and he actually tries to warp in some extra forces. It was a mistake. I'm able to surround him with my lings and take 2 zealots out right away. His third zealot and probe will fall as long as the pylon to follow. But it just shows you the power of the banelings. I had about 8 banelings. He had 8 zealots, and my banelings actually killed all his zealots, weakened his immortals, and I was able to surround him with my remaining lings. So I got my money's worth on that. That is for sure. But he does have a sentry and 2 more zealots warping in, and they finished off my remaining zerglings. So what I'm going to do with these zerglings is try to clean up this force before it can run away, especially the sentry. I want to get rid of that sentry because if you check out my base, my spire is complete. I was building it while I was killing those forces. You got to mix macro and micro. You can't just watch a battle, or you can't just watch your base. So I do take out that sentry. I should be microing these lings, but I'm too busy writing a question mark because he said good job. I think he's getting kind of pissed off here because I was able to defend him and take out his zealots with those banelings. It's kind of embarrassing, but I don't know why he's telling me good job, but I do run into these bases with my Zerglings, and meanwhile I'm rallying my mutas up to the top, and so they can come in from the side here. Once I do attack his final force here, let's move it back up to faster. Once I attack his final force, I want to focus my Zerglings and my mutalisks on all his units that can attack air. So his Stalker is doing some damage, and as well as his sentry, but my Zerglings come in and support those mutalisks very nicely, take out all the anti-air that he has, so he has no more anti-air. He just has a Void Ray, which is very, very bad against mutalisks. If you watch my other video, you'll know that the Void Ray does 2 damage per tick, then 4 damage per tick, then 8 damage per tick per charge from his beam. So not effective at all. I just keep rallying the mutalisks. I've got about 5 mutalisks. He's saying, oh my god. Trying to kill his stalkers as it warps in, and you can see here that a Phoenix is coming in, so I'm prepared to take that out once it spawns. It does get a few shots in, but it has to run because there's just too many mutalisks. Meanwhile, I'm taking out his probes and rallying more Zerglings to come to him. He's going to transition to all anti-air, and my Zerglings should be able to mop him up. But now he is saying GG, air bullshit. I say GG. I don't see why he's saying air bullshit when he was not prepared for mutas. If you're prepared for mutas, they are not a problem to take out. The Phoenix is a good counter to anti-air, but he only had 1 Phoenix at a time. He had like a Stalker and a Sentry fighting me at one time. But if you put all those forces together, he's fine, but he's just trying to make up excuses for why he lost. People do that. But the Phoenix does do 20 damage in attack versus a Phoenix. Now he's saying Stargate useless. I say, 1 unit production versus 7. And right here I was actually, typing out some awesome witty comeback, you know me. But he actually leaves right as I was about to finish that. But that is the game. Just shows you that there is a tech to counter every other tech. Banlings vs Zealots, Mutas vs Immortals, and that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.